Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 4 of how to make the piston clock, and basically what I'm doing right now is, you shall see, everything that we built in the front, towards the front with all the repeaters, you're going to end up destroying and replacing with wool or glass, and as I'm showing you right now, that's how the blocks will move, so you got to think of it as almost like a circle, so the blocks will go in that pattern, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now this is what I'm talking about right here, is that the repeaters in the redstone, whereas this was just to show you an example of like how it would actually work, but this stuff is actually going to be destroyed and replaced with wool or glass. Now if you make this, try and be a little bit more smart than I was, because I wasn't thinking when I did it at first. So connecting the redstone now is a lot harder than it was before, and I have to rearrange some blocks and things like that so that the redstone will actually connect to each other. So just keep that in mind when you build it. as you may have seen, when the redstone is connected, it pulls the piston in, and when the redstone isn't connected, it pulls the or pushes the blocks out. So that's how you get your numbers, and basically you have to plug in your numbers by hand using glass blocks or wool. To demonstrate what I mean by the glass and the wool, when I place a glass block and a wool block right here, you see that the wool block powers the redstone while the glass block does not. So basically you have to put the wool and glass into the appropriate spaces for the pistons, and it's kind of like a code for what your number is. So I'll do a demonstration, I guess, and I'll show you, placing some wool in the areas and placing glass in the areas. So as you can see, when I place wool and glass, depending on what your combination is, whether it be 3 glass, 3 wool, maybe 2 glass, 1 wool, 1 glass, it'll give you different outputs on the display. And basically, if you're making a countdown, you want to have it say maybe 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, something like that. So you just go and put random bits and pieces of glass and wool until you get the number that you want. Now, keep in mind that the one that you put first will be the first number, and then the one that I'm doing right now, below that, is the second number that will appear, and then the one below that will be the third number, and so on. So that's how you want to set it up, and that's pretty much how it works. Alright, now for this next part, I'm showing you how to make the output. So basically, once your numbers cycle a certain amount of times, it'll turn off the entire clock so that it doesn't continuously count down from 5 and then, go back up to 5 and count down again. So basically, you want to have it so that once it gets down to, say, 0 or whatever you want it to be, it turns off the clock. So you have a piece of wool in place of the glass so that when it cycles around, it'll connect the circuit and it'll cause the piston to push a wool block in front of a redstone circuit, and this circuit will then cause a piston to pull down the block that powers the entire thing. And you can also use this to power other things, like for me, I use it for powering the pistons that push you up into the starting area, and that's pretty much how you do it. So basically you want to make like a path for the redstone to follow, and you want it to get it to go all the way down to that sticky piston in the ground. And once you do that, once it cycles all the way around, it'll turn off the clock and you should be good. Now this is the last part of the video, so you don't have to look for any more, and hopefully this helped you guys a little bit, understanding and improving your redstone skills a little bit. So if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, thank you.